Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Mad Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Got some plays for you today, some defensive plays out of the Jets defensive playbook. A lot of people in my comment sections and on my Patreon and people messaging me with ebook requests are requesting the Jets ebook quite a bit. So I think what I'm going to do, since it's pretty close to the Patriots, I mean, I pretty much always say the same thing. The Jets is a 3-4 playbook, and the Patriots is a 3-4 playbook. The reason that I prefer the Patriots is because they also have 4-3 plays, which this doesn't have. But the Jets have the bear. I don't think that the Patriots have all these 3-4 formations, and they also have the 4-4. The 4-4 I really like, so I'm going to focus on the 4-4 for this video. Like I said, I've been using the Jets just to lab it up. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to make it pretty soon. I just have to add some plays to the 4-4 to these 3-4 concepts. But as far as the nickel packages go, it's pretty much the same as the Patriots. They have the big nickel, the big dimes, the same. So everything else here is the same except for the 4-4 and a few 3-4 plays. So like I said, I'll have the Jets ebook out pretty soon. But I still say to a certain amount that the Patriots might be the better book because of the 4-3 plays, but it's really hard to say. Other than that, today's video or a couple of defenses, these are more geared towards stopping the run. The 4-4 is obviously a very good run stopping formation. I'm going to show you exactly how I use this to do that, because even in certain game modes like the new game mode in MUT where you can score a 50-yard touchdown and win right away, there's still people that relentlessly pound the ball, and I can't even understand it. There are people that will pound the ball the entire game hoping to bust a one-play touchdown on the ground, and the formations I'm going to show you should put that to rest. So I'm going to start off with one play that is more of a base defense. This is just as good to me as a pass defense as a run defense, the cover 2 invert. And then I'm going to come back around with a really good goal line defense. This is something that should shut down just about any short yardage play that you can imagine. So like I said, starting off with the cover 2 invert. Before I start the video though, I just want to thank my new sponsors at MMOXP.com. If you guys are looking to buy some coins for your MUT team, you can do that there, and you can support me by supporting them and buying your coins through them. And make sure to use discount code MONEYSHOT so they know that you came from my site, from my channel. Other than that, let's get into the video. So what I did here, I just picked random I-form because there is the opportunity that, like I said, this is a pretty good run defense, a pretty good pass defense too. I prefer, a lot of people, they'll see this and they'll think that they're looking at a cover 3 based off of the setup. I mean, only, certain people that play this game long enough will eventually realize it's a cover 2 invert. But right off the bat, based off of the single high safety, this cornerback being back so far might give it away a little bit more. But typically the single high safety and these cornerbacks being back will have your opponent dialing up their one plays for cover 3 that won't work because it's a cover 2 invert. There's a really good version of this out of the bear, the 3-4 bear as well, which is I think it's I'm not exactly sure the name right now, but it's another invert play. Invert plays, like I said, they can give people problems. You can turn it into pretty much a straight up cover 3 if you want to, if you're really not trying to give up big plays. Like I said, the game mode out right now is a 50+ ends the game. You can always do this and use one of these other linebackers, which is sometimes something you want to do. But ultimately, I mean, the way that this is set up right here, you can see you have everybody's in tight. I don't like that. I want to create a defense that maintains the edge. So number one, I want to get out of this. I want to spread my linebackers. That's probably first and foremost. Now they're not really going out wide right now for some reason, which I can't understand. Typically they do. I don't know if it's the tight formation that's making the issue, but if I have to manually do it or whether I can do it by the adjustment, which, like I said, typically the linebackers spread pretty well. I just have to. I want them out as far as possible. And then if I'm really trying to stop the run, I want to do that by doing hard flats. I want to go ahead and do underneath, which is Y triangle, down the right stick. I want to make sure that they're down to the line as quick as possible, because that will, if they drop back, obviously any defense that drops back, like these outside corners, won't be as helpful because they're going to be dropping back to the point where by the time they react, they're going to be out of position to hold the edges. So that's typically how I want to do that. And then if I'm really getting aggressive, because like I said, there's a lot of people online that's just all they do is run. You can really go full aggressive and press these cornerbacks down, which against the pass is going to have you at a bit of a disadvantage. But like I said, there are people that they just don't run at all. You'll run into these people, you'll know them when you play them. They might throw in a play action every once in a while and try to beat you, but I'll take that chance. You know what I mean? If it's really to the point where somebody's pounding the rock, I'll take that chance, and then you'll see there's just really nowhere to run. I typically like to pinch the line too, because this will take away any inside runs. So it really depends on what my opponent's doing. But if they're running outside a lot, obviously you want to spread the line. It gives a little bit of a gap here, but that's nothing that you can't step into user. So if somebody's running it up the middle, I'll just place my guy right there, and I'll just try to shed and user that right off the bat. I'm typically going to be this guy anyway, so I'll typically bring this guy down and be right in that gap. Because if, you know, say if I get blocked, there's so many people around me. Like this, at the way that this defense is set up right now, there's 9 men in the box, and even with my cornerbacks being down at the line like that, running outside is going to be a task as well. So I'll go ahead and let him run it. Hopefully it's a run play. Like I said, this is more of a run defense, and you can see I didn't have to make the play. The defense made the play. It's all about alignment. It's all about, they're there for whatever reason. It let me spread the linebackers a little bit better, which is what I'm trying to do. So like I said, it's all about alignment. You know, I don't really have to, I mean, I really want, if I have time, I want these guys out wider. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need that cornerback out wide if Jenkins here is out wide. If I got my linebacker out wide, he can handle that. So I have enough faith in myself as a user to handle the deep middle, especially when there's only one receiver. Like I said, a lot of people come out in like 3-4 tight end sets and really want to try to take stuff away. So here, I mean, like I said, I didn't play hard flats. If I would have, he wouldn't have got that much. But you can see how that's effective. So I mean, this is a play. You know, I'm not expecting like a lot of pressure out of this play. This is a base defense. I'm not expecting sacks out of this play. This is not the defense for that. And it's not really the formation for that necessarily. So this time we're going to play those hard flat once again. I like hard flats a little bit more than clouds. Like I said, I just have to get back, and I'm all over that. I use it all over that. Excuse me, as I don't sound very good. So here we go once again. Like I said, I don't know why sometimes these guys, like I don't know why, like it's not letting me spread them the way that I want. Like I don't know if that's based off of formation or what, but these linebackers are like really tight into the box, and that's not too bad considering. I mean, if I get that alignment, I'm trying to spread them and all that, but they're doing their own thing to an extent. So here the quarterback's taking off quite a bit. I don't know if it's the pressure or if he doesn't see anything open. Couldn't tell you, but it's happening quite a bit. So like I said, spread. That's all I really want to do. And then, you know, hard flat these outside guys. That's typically all I want to do. And bring this guy in here like this, and we get a run play, and he's just getting stuffed. I mean, I'm not using the best defense either with the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, this is not, as I almost changed the play, this is not exactly the best run defense or the best front seven, but they're going to get the job done. So like I said, I don't know why they keep doing that. I'm not trying to make them do that. I really want my control, but EA is taking away my ability to control my defense. I'll leave that one guy down there. But for whatever reason, it's not letting me, they're doing their own thing quite a bit here based off of formation, which I haven't run into too much online. I don't know if that's a practice mode thing, but online I don't really have that issue. So you can see, like I said, stopping them right at the line to gain. Go ahead and we'll just spread these guys again one more time. Just go ahead and run this one more time. So I think online, you'll see this in gameplay coming up if I keep using this playbook. I'm not going to put up, I mean, I'm pretty much only playing the game mode that I'm referring to as we lose 5 yards. Like I said, you can't run outside. That's probably people's hardest thing to stop is the outside run. I'll go to the replay on that because I didn't exactly see how that guy did what he did, but it's all based off the hard flat adjustment. I'm pretty sure this is the guy that makes the play. As you can see, I mean, this is he's shooting down right away. That's what the hard flat's going to do. If it was a cloud flat, he probably would have dropped back for a couple yards before he recognized what it was, and he would have gave up that edge. But because I hard flatted him, he's getting down. He gets on, ticks on two blockers, and even if he doesn't make the play, he stops the play dead. You're not gonna. You have the running back has two choices. If you're online and you're playing a guy, or you're playing a guy, whatever mode you're playing, he's got two choices at this point: to bounce it out wide, which at that point either my user or, you know, this other guy's going to get off his block, because based off of the angle right now, if the running back was out wide, he's going to start running out wide. You know what I mean? Like, he has no reason to hang on to this block other than the possibility that the running back could cut inside. So at that point, if he decides to bounce it outside, the blocker right in front of this guy's going to take off right off the bat. He's going to release and get into the flat. He's going to release and get into the flat, and then I'm following as a user anyway, and I'm going to be all over it. So he has two choices: take the loss there, take a bigger loss, or try to stretch the play out. If he's got a speed back, maybe he gets a few yards back, but he's not getting back to the line of scrimmage. Or he can cut back inside, which is typically where you want the play to go. So there is one more play that, you know, like I said, this is I'm focusing on the run plays. If you want to see some pass defenses out of this, I can definitely do that as well. But ultimately, like I said, the next play that I want to show is when you really want to sell out. You're trying to stop a guy from getting a yard or getting inches. The free safety blitz is probably the best ones to do that with. I would say in this personal set, you probably want to make sure that your best. Is Jamal Adams not been in this game this entire time? He's not the base guy in this formation. That sucks. So, like I said, you definitely want to make sure that you have your best guys out there. For some reason, Avery Williamson was not in either. I don't know if they're injured, maybe, but that's insane. So just make sure you have your best guys in at these linebacker and this free safety spot, because that's going to be the guy that makes the play. So where are we at here? So let's go right back and find that free safety blitz, and then I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to pick goal line, because that's going to basically be, you know, a lot of times what people will use. So we'll just go random goal line. This is best utilized against a guy that's going to be running a, you know, QB sneak or inside run, even an outside run. You're gonna have to use that, but typically I'd say blitz Mosley there, blitz the other inside linebacker. He would have been manning the fullback. Typically the fullback's not going to run out in a pattern on something like this, but if he does, it's my responsibility. So as a user, I got to do that. So right here, like I said, QB sneak takes that away. So if I want to get overly aggressive on inside runs, I can just pinch everything. Now this is a very, you know, you can't do this in a lot of defenses, but you can see if this is an inside run play, there's not going to be much. And you can see right there, I don't know if the pressure got in once again. If you do decide to pinch twice like this, pinch the line, pinch the linebackers, I would say just go ahead and send the house as well. Just blitz all. This is really designed for people that are QB sneaking or, you know, fullback diving. Like I said right there, you're not going to get those type of plays if you do that, which is kind of the point. Like I said, you can do it like this, but ultimately if I'm going to go ahead and sell out towards the inside, I'm just going to send all anyway. And then I really have to be on my game, because at this point a toss would be the smartest play, and that's going to be on me to make. So, you know, you really have to be a good user to the edge. That's about all I can say for that. So if they're tossed like that, all the blockers should be taken out. You should have pretty much a one-on-one, but, you know, at this point, that's a lot of times what the game is, a one-on-one in this scenario. Anyway, especially in run defense, as you can see right here, there's just nothing really going down here. I'd say, if anything, this is probably not the best way to pass pro. You know what I mean? Like to be a pass defense. I don't know. If they run that pass play right there, like he still didn't get it. You know, right there, he's still knocked out. I thought I blew the play, but he still didn't get in. You can also, you know, if you think that they're switched to a pass play, you could always zone all, and then you'll have a pretty good, you know, it's not going to be great, but you'll have something there. So here we go once again. Like I said, the run play, I don't know. I'm not necessarily paying attention as much. I should have probably been on that, as it was an outside run. Like I said, it's more of my responsibility, but it is what it is. So we're going to run this one more time. Hope we get a QB sneak. Yeah, we do get a QB sneak. Luckily, because I was thinking I would have to back out and show that. So you can see how good that is on a QB sneak. I'll go to the replay real quick just to see what happened there. Because like I said, I mean, you're running into a brick wall here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so much. And the reason that the safety is blitzing, that's what makes this a good QB sneak play. Because the safety is really going to be the one that makes that play 9 times out of 10, because he's coming in like that. He's just I guess he's just too athletic for the center, but he's really the guy that's designed to fill that A gap, to fill that hole right over the center, and that's exactly what he does, as he basically makes it for a loss. So this defense is definitely a shutout QB sneak defense. Just look at this box. I mean, look at this picture right here. You got nine guys right here to 5 blockers and then a quarterback. I mean, this is just going to be lights out for like a QB sneak. So that's it. That's the vid. If you guys want to see more defensive plays from this formation and others, you know, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.